We welcome you to Los Angeles. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. Okay, all set to go. Zach Neto digs in now. And that's how we get started here in Los Angeles. Swings through that one. Swing and a miss. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
This one in the air. Betts settles under it, and he makes the catch. And there are two outs.
Batting third, center fielder Mike Trout.
Here's Trout. There's the strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a...
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. A solo shot, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
So here's Kyle Tucker now, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected.
Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Waste no time there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. That one is absolutely belted. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. One run across. Cut off. Now a throw home. In there safely. And they're up by 3. Here comes the skipper. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Will Smith to the plate. No question about this one. It's out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
0-1. Swing and a base hit. The relay to second, caught the rundown now, and they put the tag on him for the out. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. There's a swing and a drive. Trout on his horse. Not there in time. It falls in the gap. Around second now, going for three. The relay throw. And he's got no chance. He's out.
The triple is arguably the most exciting play in baseball, and the guys work so hard to get around first, to get around second, and to get thrown out at third. Man, you just feel bad for him. On top of that,
now Andy Pajas. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. Out of here. A solo shot. Their third home run of the inning. And they add on.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
At the plate, Alex Freeland. Line drive. And that is that. They bring 9 to the back here at Chavez Ravine. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Yoan Moncada. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The 0-2. Goes down looking.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
So a man aboard now with one away. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the new pitcher for the Dodgers, Tanner Scott.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And that one is lifted in the air. Out number 2. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Hey! There's the strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something.
Fires across the diamond. That's the inning. Angels lead 1. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the inning, Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one hammered. Trout ranges back. Forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run.
Shohei leaves his mark on every game he plays, and he's done it again with the home run.
Manager out of the dugout now. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Joey Lucchesi.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop.
Here's Mookie Betts at the plate now. He's one of the few players in baseball history to win the MVP and World's. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Mookie Betts with a towering shot. Second home run of the inning for him. And they boost their lead. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. The batter now will be Will Smith. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He jacks that one out to left. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add to their lead. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Ryan Sefferchan. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now it's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Throw cut off to second. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. They explode with. Back here in L.A., here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Ground ball, left side. Throws across the diamond. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Second baseman,
Here's Adam Frazier. That one to first, and a foul ball. Scott, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Into the outfield, base hit. And that's a 1-out single. So digging in, Zach Neto. That's in there, 0-1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hernandez should have this one. He's got it. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. And that is that. Angels strand 1. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, putting on a show at the plate today as the spray chart gives us a look at their 6 homers so far.
The distance on these is what stands out to me, Boog. Every one of those home runs has gone at least 400 feet. The batter's box is a launching pad.
Brings it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pappas. He's already homered here in this one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Going. Gone. He sends it out of here. His 2nd home run of the game. And they add on.
They wasted no time in that at bat. Swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it.
1 down. Here's the second baseman, Alex Freeland. That one ripped right center field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Now around second, going for 3rd. The relay, and he's out easily.
Well, I think the base runner assumed that he was going to be able to make it to 3rd pretty easily, but a really nice relay from the outfielder to the cutoff man, and they got him easily.
Back to the top of the order now. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Round second, digging for third. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
And that is out of play.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx. Got him. Ball game.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice.